Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Measy69, and this is the Centurion 7-1. So this is a Patreon sponsored post. One of my patrons requested this review along with the M103, which I will do in due course. But to start off with, we have got the Cent 7-1, which is a tier 9 British medium, and over the years it's been through an awful lot. It's been through loads. So it's had its Hesh, then it had its Hesh removed, then it's had a different gun, and then it's now got its Hesh back with a different gun. So it's been very, very confusing. Exactly the same as the FV402. So let's have a look at the tank with both guns. So the first, you can see there's two Centurions in Blitz Stars. The first one is with Hesh, the second one is with the Heat. So DPM wise, you can see with against the Pattern T54 Leopard 1, it's a lot lower. So it's 2,366 with both of them. That is with calibrated shells. You change it, not calibrated shells, the rammer, and it goes up to 2,544. But you should be running this with calibrated shells. Because of the Heat or because of the Hesh, you need to be running the calibrated shells. The penetration on the APCR, so both of the guns, let's just zoom in because we don't really want to, I was just comparing this to some of the other mediums, so let's just forward in. So the penetration on both guns is 268. Without calibrated shells, with the rammer, it's 255. So not a major difference with the calibrated shells on the APCR, but it's where you get the Hesh. So with the rammer, the Hesh is 210, which is lovely, which is still lovely for Hesh. But you use the calibrated shells on that, and that goes up to 231, which is absolute. You could pen most tanks frontally, bottom plates or hatches. So you have to be using calibrated shells on this thing. Without calibrated shells, your Hesh is 210. With calibrated shells, it's 231. So that's a big difference. And the alpha is 440. That's with the Hesh. And the Hesh, the DPM goes up to 2,974, which is in line with all the other tier 9 mediums. And you're going to carry more Hesh than you are APCR. You should be. You should be carrying more Hesh. In tier 8 battles, you can almost just shoot Hesh. Heavies, side of heavies, rear of heavies. Even in tier 10, the side of IS4s or E100s, Jaegeroos, you just use the Hesh. And that's what makes this gun, or that's what makes this tank in the FV402 so unique. Rate of fire is 6.76. Again, like I said, we're going with the rammer. No, we're not. We're going with the calibrated shells. So that's 6.76 rate of fire, which is an 8.8 second reload. Shell velocity 1173, which is not too bad. Aim time is 1.9, again not too bad. And it has a lovely 10 degrees of gun depression. Speed is 40, so the speed does feel a little bit sluggish. It feels more like a heavium than it does a medium. So it's a very big tank. For a medium, it's a very big tank, and it is very sluggish. The view range 280, same as everything else. The whole armor is 121, and you can use that as a guideline. So the hull on this is 121. The Hesh is 231. So you're going to have no problem coming up against a Centurion and shooting its face with Hesh. No problem whatsoever. And even the turret on this thing, 165. So you can shoot Hesh in the turret. And this is it's got a strong turret. It's a very, very strong turret. But the Hesh on this thing is just... Let's just compare. Let's go back to the... So the Hesh is 231. So on the second gun, it's got the heat. That's 330. So that is very good. Don't get me wrong. But if you use the heat, DPM goes all the way down to 2000. Let's go to the pattern. Here we go. The APCR on the pattern is 265. The Hesh on the scent is 231. 270 on the heat on the Leopard. 265. No, 270 on the T54, sorry. And 300 on the Leopard. The Leopard has got a fantastic gun. So it's a very unique tank. Very, very unique tank indeed. And it does take a lot of getting used to. Now, if you don't know Hesh that well, or if you don't think you're capable of using the Hesh as and when needed, then I probably wouldn't run the Hesh gun. I would run the heat gun, because it makes you get used to the tank a lot more. And you do have a lot of people that's between 40 and 50% that really doesn't know how to use the Hesh or when to use the Hesh. So if you are one of those players, just use the heat, because using the Hesh won't work for you. So I would recommend using that second gun, which is the 105 millimeter Royal Ordnance L7A1. So I would recommend that gun. But for everyone else that can use the Hesh or is capable of using the Hesh, you have to use the Hesh. I hate seeing players that are 60%, 2000 average damage, and they're using the heat gun, because that's not this tank. That is not what this tank is known for. It's known for the Hesh. Now, we have 2 battles for you today. Pretty good battles, not the best battles, but the first battle I'm going to show you is just absolutely funny, and it goes to show how people doesn't understand the Hesh. So let's get straight into these battles. So first up, it is Vineyards, and we are in a tier 8 battle, which, as I've said at the start, which is lovely. And you can see I've already got the Hesh loaded. The enemy have got 2 mediums and a light tank. So I've already got the Hesh loaded. Now the tank we are looking out for is the T54 lightweight. That's the funny guy, and that is the guy that just does not understand. And already he's been spotted. We poke up the middle, as this tank has got amazing gun depression, 10 degrees. And he's going to show us the side of his tank. And we're going to get 525 damage straight into him within 30 seconds of the battle. And then we've got the T54 E1 that's pushed around. And luckily he's not going to pay attention to me. And you can look at that. Easy pen on his turret, anywhere on the tank. And you can see here, we can hit the side as long as we don't hit the track. 449 there. So already 3 shots and we've done 1400 damage. Now you think if that was a T54, 300 damage. Oh, here we go again. 550. That's 4 shots and we've done 2000 damage. You think a T54, 300, 369, 1200 damage, and we've done 200. And we've done 2000. Now already, if you've just seen that, the T54 lightweight has called me a hacker. Why? Nice ammo rack there from the ISA, and we're going to see even more chat from him now. 550, what the fuck? And he carries on, hacker, and he's going to get one more message in, and he's going to say, any minute now, ban. He wants me banned because he doesn't understand Hesh. Now, the Conqueror here, you can see the side of him, 447, not a problem. Easy pen, and he doesn't want to move. Again, thank you very much. 287 damage there. So we haven't really done anything. You got the E75 there. He's going to poke forward. Are we going to get a shot? Yep. 412 alpha, and that's the side of a heavy like the E75. and we've done 4k damage, and it doesn't feel like we've done 4k damage. As I've said, the first 4 shots we had was 2000 damage, and a T-54 doing 4 shots, that's like 1200 damage, and we've done 2000. So the DPM is just insane when you can pull off them shots. And that battle wasn't even 3 minutes, and you can see we've done over 4k damage, and that was so easy. And that's what I mean, a tier 8 battle, this thing is like a god. So we didn't make much credits because we did shoot a lot of Hesh, but we done 4.3k damage, and it was pretty easy damage. We spotted 2 tanks, we got 105 assistant damage. So that is the first battle, and I thought that battle was really fun because some people don't understand the Hesh, and when this gun fires and it does a max roll at 550, they are just like, what the fuck is that tank? That's a medium and it's doing 550 damage. That's insane. That really is insane. So moving on to our second battle, our final battle. This time it is a tier 10. We're going to push, it is Castilla, we're going to push left, and we've done 1 shot there into the T-54 E1. I was supposed to, I don't know why I've got the APCR. I was supposed to click the Hesh, but I am shooting the APCR. Not sure why, because I'm not even changing, where I could probably pen this AMX50B into the side of the cheeks with the Hesh. So we've only done 1000 damage, but to be fair, we could have actually done nearly 2000 damage if we did realise that we're shooting APCR and not the Hesh. But we get 1 more shot into him, which he's now down to a 1 shot. He takes our back chat out. So now I do need to focus on him. He damages my ammo rack. We bounce a shot, but we do manage to take him out. And now this T-54 E1, now I've got the HE, now I've got the Hesh loaded. I realised, and we do 361 damage there. Not a massive roll, but he's pushing us. He's pushing us. If he's fully loaded, he will kill us. So we do need to be careful. We get a nice roll there, leaving him on a 1 shot. And even with me using APCR, he should be a 1 shot unless I am very, very unlucky. So we're going to poke forward and hopefully get the shot before he does shoot us. And that is exactly what happens. So we've got now 2 kills, 400 block damage, 2600 normal damage. 2 tanks down for the red, 1 tank down for us, which is our bat chat. And the rest of the team are all over by C, which allows me to cap the A cap. And there is a T95 that's pretty much in the middle of the map. So I might as well cap, even though the enemy got 3 tanks down. But you never know. I might as well grab I'm there. There's no caps been taken, so I might as well grab it and start earning the supremacy points all for myself. So as we poke around the corner, we do have that T95 there. We can't quite see him. The IS-7 is up on that heavy hill. Again, we can't quite see him. And we do fluff our shot here. We didn't take our time, and we only do 118 damage. But we still got a shot on him. He's not moving. And we do manage to clear him up. So just over 300 damage there on the T95. Not a problem. We're going to reset our camo if we have, don't know if we were spotted or not. And we're just going to make our way round the back of them and hopefully get a few shots using the Hesh into the back of this Jaegeroo. By the time we get there, he's just had a massive shot, and there's no point even me now doing any damage to him. Because as soon as I get to him, start aiming, our AMX takes him out. And here we go. Side of an IS-7. But I think I switched to the wrong HE. I'm not 100% sure there. But we're getting 3 damage here. He doesn't want to know us. Use the APCR and we do manage to clear him. So that is all we're going to do. That is a very easy battle. But we still finished on 3.5k damage. And that is what Hesh does. You don't realise how much damage you're doing. And that is why this tank is so good. And that is it. That is the Cent 7-1 ace battle there. 3.8k damage. So if you haven't got this tank, do get this tank. And again, be careful what gun you choose. If you're not so experienced, I'd use the heat. But for now, I'm Easy69, and I'll catch you soon.